Alrighty, welcome back to Kenshi. I have actually good news. Very good news. And I should probably start off with that. So, I found new mods. Wow, big surprise. Shocker. They're really helping. So the mod name I believe is just CM Building 2, but what it is it is a 3-piece building that you can make. I'll see if I can show you. Called Training House. So you start off with the base, so you build the base first, and then once that's fully built, you can add parts A and B onto it, so they kind of snap into place. And the thing that's great about this is this door right here, it messes with the pathing outside a bit, so if you have people training in here, your pathing will get a little muddled in your base, but otherwise, it allows me to just train to my heart's content without having to build another wall setup. And that's pretty cool. But, knowing me, I did find 2 more that really helped. You're not starving, are you? You kinda are. Max, you got food? You do. Go talk to him. Oh yeah, he's really slow because I have him carrying a lot. I found another mod that allows you to do training with your own troops, I guess, technically, in a roundabout sort of way. I'll show you. I want him to not starve to death, though. So, I've been using Elmo Jr. for this because he has really good stats, and you can tell his stats are actually better than what they were before. The last time we saw each other, the last video. So, what you do is you grab the person you want to train with, you dismiss them, and then with this mod, I'll show you the name, titled Sparring Partner, you can grab somebody, go and talk to them. You can tell them either right off the bat to rejoin the squad, or if you do the sparring, at the end of the sparring, you will, assuming they're not unconscious, they will rather join your squad again. So we'll just do 1 hour sparring just to show it off. And here we go. I was using training weapons, but I wanted to, that's the other mod, by the way, I might as well get that out of the way, is the training weapons mod, which everything does 0 damage. I was using that to train up their skills, but the issue with that is, even though you can train up, say, strength, you know, dexterity, and then your weapons, melee attack and melee defense, or martial art or dodge or whatever, you don't increase your toughness because technically you're not taking damage. So I just ended up making some really crappy weapons via this crappy weaponsmith. Anyway, so they'll train for an hour. Everyone will get their stats up a bit. And at the end of that training, you will diss them, or say they did a decent job, depending on, I think, how well they did, I'm not sure. And then he'll just sit there. So what you also want to make sure of is sometimes your characters will get, I guess, like, latched onto him in a way. I also have this weird way of getting them in. It's kind of cheaty, but don't worry about it. What you want to make sure is no one's still targeted on him, like they don't have aggro versus him, because even though he's on your team, they were still previously fighting him, and what'll happen is if you dismiss him again and go to do the training, he will just attack you immediately because he's being attacked, and that causes some issues, so just make sure you look out for that. That was an issue that I found, but that's really about it. Oh, yes, right. So the CM building also has the interior version of the training house, which gave me some really ridiculous beds. I don't really like using them, but I'm not going to shy away from them either, because it's just making my life easier. As you can see, everyone's stats have gone up quite a bit. Goran's relatively new in the training. I was just kind of playing on my own time over the weekend. I got Sharkbait up actually a lot. He's actually a fighter now. Same with Kang. Shalegrath I'm working on still. Rafe, I don't know, man. You gotta tell me how to pronounce your names. I don't know. Other than that, I haven't done a whole lot. That was kind of my goal, was I was trying to train a bunch of people up so that we can just kind of start going out and fighting. That was my big goal. Because I don't want to use the base, right? Like, I've seen a few of your guys' comments where you were saying that the base kind of seems weird for the Shek playthrough idea that I had, and you're not wrong. It's not really what I wanted to do. But I made the game too difficult, and that's my own fault, technically. So I'm not doing that again. We're not doing a nomadic thing ever again. That was awful. I plan to not do that. That made me thoroughly, very much not enjoy the game at all. So I'm just going to train everybody up on my own time. And we're going to go out and fight stuff, because that's the goal of the series, was to fight stuff, to kick ass, you know? And we weren't doing that. We were getting our asses kicked. And then I just built a base. After like 30 episodes, that's what I did. I got my ass kicked and I built a base. Progress, right? Okay, well, we're not gonna do that from now on. We're gonna train people up via this method that I have found, which makes my life easier. And after that, I shall go and beat people up. Specifically the whole nation. And then these guys, that's my big goal. Although I want to see if I can unite as well with the Shek kingdom, I'm thinking, because I want to just spread the Shek everywhere. Does that make sense? Yeah. That's about it. Alright, more training. Oh, and another thing I wanted to say about this building. If you use, like, the fast forward all the time, like I do, you don't have to worry about them glitching out of the building. It's very nice. He purposely, the creator of the mod, made the walls thick enough so if you see your characters, they start to go through the walls if you're on fast forward mode, but then they just get teleported back into the building, which is very nice. I think I'm gonna try and go for, like, a middle ground, you know? I want to get everyone's stats in melee attack and defense up to about 40, I think. I know it's not high, but going and getting everyone up to, you know, like 60 to 80 is gonna take way too long. So I'm just going to do a simplified version of that. And I'm just gonna send a bunch of people in to fight Elmo, that's a sentence I said, and get all of their stats up to 40 or above, depending on, I think, who it is. If I want them to be a super main combatant, but otherwise, I might go higher. I'm not sure. We'll see. But anyway, I'm gonna start doing that. So Oculus and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I have attack slots, so we can have up to 5 people attacking him. Rancor. Let's get you guys in there. Just gotta make sure I have enough weapons. I might not. I need really shitty weapons. That preferably don't cause a lot of bleed. Yeah, these staffs will work. Just also for toughness training. Yes, beating the shit out of my own people is my idea of training. Don't judge me, all right? It works. It's just strange. Okay. And I would just have them use the training weapons, but actually maybe I should. I don't know. How'd you guys let these guys break in already? I'm disappointed. Although we can see Sharkbait and Shoggorath have gotten stronger because they handled that on their own fairly well. Nice. Alright, get back in there. Nah, they can train their weapons skill once they've actually got enough skill to use, you know, any weapon in general. How about that? So yeah, we're gonna make them use staffs. Anyway, back to what the hell I was doing before. Alright, everyone attack him. Good luck. You'll need it. Oh, the only warning I have to give you guys, by the way, is if you're doing what I'm doing and fighting with actual weapons, and not using the training weapons mod, keep an eye on your people so they don't lose limbs and die. Also, use blunt weapons. Like the, I like the staff because it has a lower bleed rate than the hell is the other weapon? Hang on, I have some made. I think at least, let me see. Then the wooden club. So the lower the bleed rate, obviously, the better for that scenario. You could also use lots of heavy armor if you deem that to be necessary, but it doesn't, as long as you're using weapons that are really low in quality, you should be fine. Beast Trader has arrived. What? Hey there, Townies. I, don't think I will. Actually, I could use a pack beast. Now that I think about it. Yeah. Where are you, Oki? I need you. Go buy a pack beast. I would very much like that. Jamoya, you have the pack beast, bone dog, pack bull, wild bull, and a goat. Right. I'm gonna buy the pack beast. I'm gonna name you Packy. You will be my bestest friend. Nice. Packy the pack beast. I never said I was original, but it is damn cute. Because I'm gonna be having Packy carry around like all of our food when we go into the Warband, you know? It's just gonna be easier that way. Which means we're just gonna have to stock up on food. Like, really hardcore. Because the Shek grow hungry very fast, and that was one of my biggest regrets with the series, was not using a mod or just lowering the hunger threshold in general, because it has made this series suck. It's just so difficult. But I don't know. I also didn't want to do that because it felt like cheating. But maybe I just should have, you know? Like, at that point, it wasn't about... Davey Shecky, what are you doing? It wasn't about making the series harder for the sake of making it harder. It should have been about making it fun, you know? And that's where I messed up. But we're okay now. So, also, I think I need to have someone else helping Shrek, because he's having an issue keeping up with all of the food. Biff. Cut up animals. That sounds weird. Butcher the meat. Sometimes I should just stop talking. Actually, that's what I really needed to do, now that I think about it. I was looking at people. Pebble, stop. Pebble. Goodness. We need... I didn't really want to spend stuff, but we need it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I need chain armor crafting. Do I have enough ancient science books? I do. Because we need chainmail. It's just, like... There's no way I can get away with that. Or get away with not having that, you know? I didn't want to go super heavy into armor, but we're at least gonna need chainmail. At the bare minimum. I can buy other stuff and then use the Patchworks armor for, you know, my actual armor. But I really need chain armor for the undershirt, or else everyone's gonna die, and that's not fun for anybody. Max, I need you to equip the backpack so that people can eat. Yes, great. Alright, so we're gonna assume that characters who have stats over what they need to be, so we'll say Max is good, and then I can have him actually put the wooden backpack, I guess, on the floor for anyone who I want to train in strength. You can go out that way, buddy. And no, okay. He's confused. Don't judge him. What about you? Goran, I guess it's fine too. So Goran, Flatfish, you're good. Oculus, not yet. I want both of those to be above that. Everyone else is fine. Alright, so you guys can get out of the squad, and then I will train others. Alright, up next is gonna be Shrek. Sister's close. I mean, both of them are technically, so I might put them up a bit more. But yeah, we'll do Shrek, Sister. What about Kingslayer? He's close too. Alright. I might put them up to 40 or 50. You three, get your butts in here. Oh wait, I also have to... Flatfish. I gotta return their weapons to them. Big brain. I don't remember what I gave Goran, actually. Now that I think about it. Tis an issue. Must have been the big cutter, because he had hackers, and I know that wasn't it. Okay. Alright. Welcome, new victims. Participants, sorry. I get confused sometimes. I guess technically if they have backpacks, I can just make them use their backpack for their own weapon storage. Convenient. Oh, and there is a training weapon for training, you know, martial arts, the training binds thing. I was just thinking about that because martial arts popped up on my screen. So if you're interested in that, that's also a thing. Chain armor crafting, nice. I need shark bait to actually go and grab a ton of first aid kits and then go give them to somebody over here. Because otherwise nobody in there is getting healed, and that's a big oops. So Oculus, you're gonna be my new healer, buddy. I am selecting, never mind. Fine, don't listen to me, that's fine. No one cares about me. Oh, the door has been opened. That's not good. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it. Really gotta get some chain armor for Elmo Jr. if he's gonna be at the center of my training, as my training dummy, because he keeps getting knocked out real fast actually when I have everybody attacking him. Not that that's really surprising, to be honest, it's just, you know, expected. Oh, and I should probably mention, if you guys are worried that the tech hunters are losing favor with you, they're not. The mod specifically states that they won't. Oh, and here's another issue that I've found. If you guys notice that, you know, people who you don't want in here keep getting in here, it's because the beds have long range attached to them, so you can basically put anybody in the bed from anywhere in your base within a certain range, I guess. So, for example, Sims was just in there. I didn't want him in there, but he was. 77 in armor smithing, nice. Going up slowly. I should probably have Arturia making more weapons though, right? Sweet devil weapon quality. That sounds familiar, I think. Really can't remember. My issue right now is I can't really make higher quality weapons because I need to advance to the next level of tech, and I don't have 2 AI cores. So that's a current issue of mine. Which is also why I'm training people, because then we can go raid stuff, theoretically. Oh, another thing that's nice about this mod is if you want to do like tournaments in your own, I guess, warband or squads or whatever the hell, your faction, that's the word I'm looking for. And see who's the strongest, you could use this mod because you won't damage any relations by forcibly removing them or disbanding them from your faction and having them fight, and you don't have to reload. That was something I was testing out back when I was playing the Noob series. It's been like 2 years, hasn't it? Holy shit. And I had to go into the editor and remove them forcibly from my squads, I believe. No, I had to forcibly rejoin them. That's the thing, because I couldn't, even with the recruit prisoners mod, I couldn't recruit them. So with this, you don't even have to worry about that, and that's fantastic. So I guess maybe at the end of the series, if you guys want to have a tournament, that seems kind of fun. The 5 attack slots might be a bit too much for training, though. Just a bit. I mean, I guess if you want to increase your guys' attack, it works. Like, I've only had them fight a few times, and everyone's up almost to the 50s, so I think I'll do one more bout till the end of this session, like this training session, and then we'll see. But it's working fairly well. Yeah, that didn't take too long at all. That was really nice, actually. Sweet. Alright. The more you know, I guess. Let's get everybody back into their original squads, and then more training. I'll also be able to upgrade everyone's damn weapons after this as well, because they'll have enough stats where I deem it useful for them to actually carry good weapons. That sounds horrible now that I think about it. Also, I can't train Emperor too long because I don't have anyone else to cook food. I guess Pyro can do that for now. Oh, Pebbles never made it, and I was wondering who the heck I was missing. Obviously you. The one standing at the door that I haven't allowed in. Yes. Big brain. Exactly. We're doing this correctly, I swear. Look at all your stats, I didn't even fully check, so 30. I think if they're close to 30, I'll get them up to 50. If they're close to 20, I'll get them up to 40. Does that make sense? Just less time I have to spend, you know? Considering Elmo, that's feels so weird saying that, considering Elmo is so strong. It's fine, it doesn't take as long to trade people. Oh boy. Things I can only say in Kenshi because you guys come up with weird names and I love it. Oh man, I forgot how long it took to make blackened chainmail, or just chainmail in general. Like 22 in-game hours. On the bright side, we are going to get specialist grade, theoretically, I guess. Is that what Trista's up to now? Nice. That's cool. Actually, that's really great. Let's get Arturia back on making stuff as well. I wonder if I should just actually have her make shitty weapons if I'm not going to be using them for anything. And I just want to raise her skill? Question mark? Did I ever make I did make an item furnace, okay. Because I don't want to keep using steel bars. We seem to be having trouble getting enough of those as it is to keep up with Trista, which is not great. I guess that's maybe just because I don't have these two going properly. Huh. Is one of the training people supposed to be doing that? No? I don't know, man. I'm going crazy. Don't mind me. Oh, that was spooky. This dust boss went down to 1 hunger, and I almost let him die. I'd like to keep him and recruit him at some point. Well, this training's going well. Please don't, cause Gamer Girl Bathwater to lose her leg. I still love the names you guys suggest. Okay, so, we may or may not have run into an issue. He single-handedly beat everybody up. So, no one's dying, technically. But everyone except for Gamer Girl Bathwater is in a recovery coma. So, never mind. English is my strong suit, I swear. I want to be an author one day. Good job, Gamer Girl Bathwater. You saved everybody. That's a sentence that has been said today. I love it. Now, can you possibly outduel Elmo Jr.? I doubt it, but some one-on-one sparring may not be bad. Alright, how's everyone's stats looking? I haven't even been keeping up. 32, 35, 34, 40, 31, 35, 30, 36, 36, 42. Not bad. A couple more bouts. Alright, the next bout of training is done, which is nice. Happened a bit easier than I had expected. Took a little bit less time too, which is great. Oh, alright, nice. So she did craft it, and it was specialist grade, so that's great. I'm gonna need Sharkbait to come grab that so that I can give it to... Sharkbait, where the hell are you? Oh, he is stuck. Stuck in the mosh pit near the food. I need to give that to Junior so that Junior can withstand more hits and cause better training, I guess? That's how that works. There we go, you look even more badass now. Nice. Well, that definitely got their stats up real quick, but they didn't do so hot. They kinda got their asses kicked, which I mean, I'm not surprised, but... Ooh. They did not fare well. Joker just kicked him. Oh, I don't think that's gonna go so well, buddy. Yeah. Right. I want to see if one-on-one sparring is better. We'll just do an hour sparring, and I want to see if that gives Joker more of a stat increase. 2730. 2835? I guess it gives him more defense. Oh man, your leg is not faring too hot, buddy. 2637 for Pyro. 2639. Yeah, it's basically... So if I don't throw them all in there, they don't have good enough attack stats to really... Or even defense stats to do anything. Which is a little rough. So I kind of have to send them all in, or else no one can get a hit in, and thus they don't raise their attack stat. Okay, I was just double checking. Good for me to know, and I guess good for you to know as well, so you can learn from my mistakes and not have to go through them. Alright, another group trained. Not bad. It's progressing faster. Albeit probably not as fast as I'd want it to, but it's better than otherwise, you know? So, I'm not really gonna complain too much. I want to train Trista up, but I need her to keep crafting armor. This next group is not gonna fare so well. The best one is my armor maker, and I mean, she's pretty badass looking, I'm not gonna deny that, but I don't think these guys are gonna have that great of a time, to be honest. I might even want another one. His stats are already pretty decent, though. I'd like to get him up a bit more, though. Yeah, alright. Zavauer, you're gonna go into this too. I was gonna just try and train 4 at a time, but I might do 5 since they're all so weak. The only issue I'm gonna have with this is I'm gonna have to train, or I'm gonna have to get robotics, and eventually I'm gonna... I think I already spent the engineer... Did I already do that? It would have been in here, right? So I should have the skeleton repair bench, technically. Technically? Maybe it's under a different tech? You think I'd remember everything by now? You know, I've played how much of this game? Skeleton repair beds? No, I did not. That takes 2 engineering research. For one person with, missing limbs, don't know if needed yet. I really got no idea, to be honest. Well, I'm gonna continue that in the next episode, I think. This episode may be a bit short, but that's I'm setting the groundwork for what I want to do to finish the series, which is get everyone up to a certain level, and then we're just going to bum rush some enemies, and we're either going to do well or we're going to die. And you know what? Fuck it. It'll be fun, right? That's really all I got. You know? It's simple. And it makes sense because of that. I'm not trying to overcomplicate things. I tried to overcomplicate most of the series and it didn't go well. So, simple. Go beat people up. That's it. That's my goal. Sounds good? Sounds good. See you guys around.